Hello my dear students. Today we are going to see one interesting theorem which is related to invertible matrix and elementary matrices. So without any delay, let us go into the theorem. So we have to prove that invertible matrix can be written as product of elementary matrices. So yesterday we have seen that invertible matrix of order n is row equivalent to what? Identity matrix. The meaning is, if we are having an invertible matrix, by performing some row operations on it, we can convert that matrix to what? Identity matrix. This is the meaning, right? So without any delay, let us go into the proof. So I will say, let A be an invertible matrix of order n. Just a minute. Yes, matrix of order n So by last note, so in the examination don't write like this, you are supposed to mention this note. So just I will make a question mark. Which is the note? This one. Any invertible matrix is row equivalent to what? Identity matrix. A is row equivalent to identity matrix. Identity matrix, but which one? Since order of A is n, it is In. So row equivalent means what? This implies there will exist some elementary matrices. There exist elementary matrices E1, E2, comma E3. This will be continued. Ek minus 1, comma Ek, each of order n, such that this In will be equal to what? Ek minus 1, this will be continued, not comma, it is the product of the matrices, right? E2, E1 and E. I hope you are getting my point over here. Now since A is row equivalent to identity matrix, म्हणजेच काय, A वरती काही row operations perform करून we can convert that A matrix to what? Identity matrix. But performing row operation is nothing but what? It is same as multiplying the matrix by a elementary matrix. So that matrices I am calling it as E1, E2 up to Ek. In other words, A वरती K ऑपरेशन्स परफॉर्म केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय भेटतोय? आयडेंटिटी मॅट्रिक्स भेटतोय, असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. As we know, elementary matrix is invertible. We have seen that theorem. So what we can say, now since this each E1, E2 up to Ek is an elementary matrix, so each of them will be invertible. So in other words, the determinant of all those matrices will be non-zero. That is nothing but determinant of Ei will be non-zero for all I is varying from 1 to k. Now note that determinant of this Ek minus 1, so on, E2, E1 is equal to determinant of Ek minus 1, so on, determinant of E2, determinant of E1, which is what? Non-zero. Now which property of determinant we have used? We already know that determinant of AB is equal to what? Determinant of A, since I will write here, since we know determinant of AB is equal to what? Determinant of A multiplied by determinant of B. Now this is not only true for two matrices. So if you take any number of matrices, this formula will hold. Any matrices in the sense, if you take three matrices, still it will be true. So determinant of ABC will be what? Determinant of A multiplied by determinant of B multiplied by determinant of C, and so on. Okay. So now since determinant of this matrix is non-zero, so therefore what can I say? Determinant का बरं non-zero है, that also I will explain. Since determinant of each EI is non-zero, okay, इथे आपण म्हटले right की determinant of EI is non-zero for all I, वाटलंच याला आपण काहीतरी 1 म्हणूया. So this is by using 1 also. Okay, fine. So this implies this EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 is invertible. So this matrix is invertible means what? The inverse of this matrix will exist, right? So this implies there exists EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 inverse, such that what will happen? EK minus 1. In the last class I think we have seen the definition of what? The invertible matrix multiplied by this EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 inverse will be equal to IN, which will be further equal to this EK minus 1, which is continued E2 E1 inverse multiplied by this EK minus 1 continued up to what? E2 and what? E1. I will call it as sum 2. We have, what do we have? Which is that equation? Have I given a name to it? So I am talking about this equation. So I will call it as some star, let us say. So I will say we have IN is equal to EK. Just a minute. This happens, right? Yeah. EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 A. This is from star. Now what I am going to do is simply I am going to pre-multiply. I am saying pre-multiply by what? Inverse of EK minus 1 up to E2 E1. लक्षात ठेवा हा एक मॅट्रिक्स आहे, राईट. इनफॅक्ट इट इज प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एलिमेंटरी मॅट्रायसेस. सो मॅट्रायसेसचं प्रोडक्ट घेतल्यानंतर मॅट्रिक्सच येणार ना. आणि जस्ट नाव आपण काय प्रूव्ह केलं आहे की हा जो मॅट्रिक्स आहे याचा इन्व्हर्स एक्झिस्ट होतोय. सो मी कशाने प्री मल्टिप्लाय करेल? नॅचरली त्याच्या इन्व्हर्सने, म्हणजेच याने EK minus 1 up to E2 E1 inverse. Okay, so I'll say pre multiply by this EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 inverse. Therefore what you are going to get now, this matrix multiplied by the identity matrix, you are going to get same matrix back. Therefore this EK minus 1 continued E2 E1 inverse will be equal to what? Inverse will be equal to EK minus 1 and so on E2 E1 inverse multiplied by this EK minus 1 so on E2 E1 and what? A. But you know what is the value of this? Value of this is nothing but what? in, that is from 2, right? So therefore I will say this can be written as, just I will go a little bit down. Therefore what you are having this, now focus on this left hand side. You already know that what is AB inverse. I am talking about this AB inverse. AB inverse is nothing but what? B inverse A inverse. This can be used here. Ata this is only for 2 matrices, but this result is also true for what? K number of matrices. So if I are having ABC inverse, this will be what? C inverse, B inverse आणि A inverse. Okay. So try to understand the logic. ज्यावेळेस आपण प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मॅट्रायसेसचा इन्व्हर्स शोधतो तो कसा असतो? इज द इन्व्हर्स ऑफ द रिस्पेक्टिव्ह मॅट्रायसेस अँड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ देम, बट इट इज इन द रिव्हर्स ऑर्डर. म्हणजे शेवटी इथे सी येतोय, पण इथे 1 नंबरला सीचा इन्व्हर्स येतोय, इथे पहिल्यांदी ए येतोय आणि इकडे पहिल्यांदी सीचा इन्व्हर्स येतोय. जस्ट नोट दिस. ओके. सो इकडे जो ए आलेला आहे त्याचा इन्व्हर्स लास्टला येतोय. सो द इन्व्हर्स ऑफ दिस इज C inverse, B inverse, A inverse, means order is reverse. Okay, and just you have to take what? Inverse of the matrices, means in other words it will be C, B, A. असं ऑर्डर रिव्हर्स करायची आणि फक्त त्याचे काय करायचे? इन्व्हर्स घेऊन टाकायचे. ओके. सो सेम थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डू हिअर नाउ. जस्ट आय विल इरेज इट आउट. सो व्हॉट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट हिअर? देअरफॉर, सो आता पहिल्यांदा EK येतोय, याचा अर्थ आता आपण काय करूया? रिव्हर्स वे मध्ये लिहूया. राईट. आता शेवटी E1 होता, आता तो 1 नंबर येणार असं आपण म्हणूया. मग इथे काय येणार आहे? E1 लिहून ठेवतो मी. E1 नंतर E2 येणार, दिस विल बी कंटिन्यूड. त्यानंतर EK-1 येणार आणि त्यानंतर EK येणार. ओके. आणि त्यांचे काय येणार? इन्व्हर्सेस. I hope you are getting my point, which will be equal to what? In multiplied by A, but that is nothing but what? A. This is by using 2. So what we have done here is, now we have already expressed A as product of matrices, and what are they? E1 inverse, E2 inverse, EK-1 inverse and EK inverse. But we already know that E1, E2 up to EK are all elementary matrices. त्यांचे inverses पण काय असणार? Inverse of a elementary matrix is also elementary matrix. So what we have done here? This implies A is a product of elementary matrices. That is what we wanted to prove. A is a product of elementary matrices. Some reasons I will write here, since which formula we have used. AB inverse is nothing but B inverse A inverse. This implies A is a product of elementary matrices, and what is the reason? Since inverse of a elementary matrix is a elementary matrix. Since inverse of a elementary matrix is a elementary matrix. So that's all for this theorem. So if you are having any doubts, obviously you can watch this video again and again, but still if the doubts are not clear, then you can ask me. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.